Right Relationship: Building a Whole Earth Economy. Written by Peter G. Brown, Geoffrey Garver. Narrated by Martin Gollery. Foreword. Thomas E. Lovejoy. It is no secret that the state of the global environment is extremely worrisome and getting worse, literally daily. The world is headed for massive impairment of natural systems and soaring extinction rates, with global biogeochemistry already seriously out of balance. This is so despite many efforts to safeguard and restore the environment. Indeed, working on the environmental agenda can seem tantamount to running up a down escalator. So, if ever there was a time to consider the right relationship of humanity and the environment, both in the general sense of the phrase as well as in the important sense of the Quaker tradition, it is now. This book could not be timelier. The heart of the problem, in many senses, lies at the intersection of economics and ecology. Both words, as has been often pointed out, come from the same root, namely the Greek oikos, meaning house. Yet despite the best efforts of some very good economists and ecologists, the two disciplines remain far apart without even a common vocabulary, and this lack of integration is a major factor in the downward spiral of the global environment. One problem is the way neoclassical economics attempts to bridge the gap by recognizing externalities, namely those things not accurately reflected in market prices. For example, important efforts such as work on the pricing of environmental goods and services gets us away from the idea that nature is free for the taking. That probably was fine for our Australopithecine ancestors, but with our swelling population and prowess at commandeering resources, the end is already in sight. It is not possible for the current population to live a developed world lifestyle, nor is it possible for all of us to live as hunter-gatherers. We will need to be more creative than simply getting all the prices right in fitting the economy to a finite planet. In this quest, prices surely have a role to play. A practical example is the market created to reduce the contribution to acid rain by the sulfur in power plant emissions. Current discussions about raising the price of carbon are headed in a similar direction by giving us incentives to live within the Earth's biophysical limits. A second obstacle is the concept of substitution. That is, when one resource is exhausted, it can be replaced by another, as whale.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?